So one big thing I do with the coaching clients that I work with is about setting goals and talking about the ways that we need to set goals in order to move our business forward and get to where we want to go. But there's often quite a few things that can pop up which can stop us from achieving the goals that we set. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about today. The different scenarios that come in which make it hard for us to achieve our goals, which we then end up flicking and giving up. So let's look at them now. The first one is it's just too big. We set a goal that's just too massive for us to comprehend. The overwhelm sinks in and we just kind of give it away. And the reason is because we haven't broken it down. Picture you're standing at the bottom of a large staircase and you're looking up these 20 flights of stairs and your goal's up the top there and you're trying to think, well, how am I going to get from down here all the way up there? So it seems like an impossible task to jump 20 steps. So what we do then, we basically kind of give it up. The overwhelm creeps in and we just say it's too hard. So what you need to do is you need to break it down. What are those other 19 steps that we need to make to get to that top flight? You need to make them small, measurable, and achievable steps. Okay, so they'll be small enough that you know that you can do that little step each at a time. Measurable meaning that you can see that it's been done, you can tick it off. And achievable, making it to the point where you know it can be done. Right? It's not going to overwhelm you to look at this small portion that can be done. It might be a 20-minute task, it might be a 1-hour task. But setting it up in a way that's going to hold you in the present. And what I mean by that is sometimes that bigger vision of goal means then we start looking beyond that. Oh, then after that I'm going to have to do this, and then the business is going to go there, and then how am I going to make that happen? And again, we start to kind of freak out about how that's going to happen. So when it's too big, we need to really break that down into really small, measurable and achievable steps and list it all out, all the steps you need to take to get to that ideal goal. Another reason is it's not clear. So that's either whether it's a goal you're setting individually or as a goal that you're setting as a group method to do. Why are you trying to do this? Why is this goal important to you or to the business? How are you going to achieve it? So again, looking up at how we're going to break it down to make this work. What do I need to bring in, or what do I need to take out to make this achievable? What do I need to do? And if it's a group kind of scenario, you're looking at who are the people I need to include, and who are the people that I need to kind of exclude for clarity. When we look at a big goal within a company with a lot of people involved, we try to involve a lot of people. And what that can often do is really muddy up what's going on there, because everyone starts to put in their ideas and what their vision of the goal should be and what should happen and how and why. So you should really be okay with excluding certain people that aren't really relevant to the goal that you're trying to achieve, and really map it out. Really allocate who needs to do what steps that you're breaking down, how they need to do it, and be clear about what role everyone needs to take. If you're not clear, then that murkiness will creep in from everybody. You might have people doubling up on the same job, a whole task being totally excluded because nobody's clear about what needs to happen. So then the goal ends up getting pushed out or just getting pushed away because you're never going to get there. You really need to identify what's the outcome you're looking for. What's this all about? What benefit is this going to give to me in the business? So just setting a goal for the sake of saying I want to get something done is okay, but it needs to have an outcome. There needs to be a very defined, purposeful outcome that needs to be linked to the core business or the core vision that you have for this business. You have an overall vision up here. We know we need to do certain things to achieve it. Is this goal that you've set for this certain task linked to that overall vision? If it's not, be okay with just putting it aside. It might not be ready right now. So don't let the ego hold on to it saying, no, I really have to do this and because this is something I really want to do, when it's not linked to anything. Because what will happen is ultimately you'll just kind of lose interest in it and it'll phase out. And the last one is it's just not aligned with anything. And I mean that in the sense it's not aligned with you, who you are, the vision you have, the purpose you want to serve, and it's definitely not aligned with the business. So if it's not aligned with those two things, it doesn't fit in what's going on. So So it's not clear why it's there. There's no clear outcome of what it's for. That overwhelm creeps in and we're just trying to do something for the sake of doing it. So everything we do, every goal that we set should have a clear purpose and a clear outcome. And then that goal then should be broken down into very clear, manageable, achievable steps that anyone can follow. If you map it out in a certain way, anyone within the team can pick it up and know where they fit into it and where they need to go with it. So setting goals is great. It's what we all need to do when we're running our business. It's what I really work on and focus on with our clients to help them achieve what they need to do, but there needs to be accountability to it and it needs to be measured and controlled. So if you're struggling with kind of achieving the goals that you're setting, you're not sure if the goal's meaningful, it's aligned, or why you can't seem to get there, reach out, message me, numbers below, email, contact me any way you can. Let's talk about the goals that you've set and how we can reduce that overwhelm and make them achievable for you.